Okay, now let me introduce the second game, the so-called non-zero-sum game, and we call it prisoner's dilemma game. Unlike zero-sum game, in this situation, player A's profit or plus player B's minus is not zero. In other words, the sum of the payoffs of two players is not zero. So player A's profit is not the same as player B's loss. This is non-zero-sum game, and we call it prisoner's dilemma. Now, prisoner's dilemma game. These two guys, A and B, are friends. And as usual, young guys have their youth and health and everything, but they do not have money. So A and B together rob the bank. And they hid the money they stole from the bank in some place. And they promised, if we get arrested, let's not confess. Let's not tell the police where we hid the money. They promised. And next day, they wandered around the crime scene. Suspiciously, obviously. So police arrested them, both of them. And police put these guys on different cells. And they offer a few suggestions to criminal A and his accomplice B in separate cells, in separate rooms. Let me tell you about the police suggestions to A and B. O means confess. X means not confess. Okay, now, you confess where you robbed the bank and where you hid the money. And if your friend does not confess, since you cooperate the police, we are gonna let you go home, released. Instead, B will go to prison for 7 years. In the opposite situation, same thing. If you don't confess and your friend confesses, you go to prison for 7 years, he will go home right away. But if you confess and B confesses, both of you confess, and then both of you will go to prison for 5 years each. In the other case, both of you do not confess. We cannot indict you for a bank robbery. Instead, we'll indict you as a misdemeanor because you wandered around the crime scene suspiciously. So both of them will go to jail for 6 months. 6 months. So criminal A and B has a serious problem because they don't know what to do. Either confess or not confess. So police suggestions, 4 cases. A confesses and B doesn't, case 1, or case 4, the other way around. A gets released, B will go to prison for 7 years. Both of them confess, case 2, they all go to prison for 5 years each. If both of them do not confess, case 3, they will go to prison for 6 months for misdemeanor. So what could be a rational choice for A and B? Confess or not confess. And this is a tactic taken by Chicago police in 1960s and 1970s. But surprisingly, in most cases in the Chicago police office, criminals confessed. Case 2. Criminals confessed. Case 2. So both of them went to jail for 5 years each. Why? In this case, A cannot trust B, and thus he confesses, and the other way around too. And B does not trust A either. So both of them confess. But in international relations, confess means defect from an agreement with other country or other countries. Confess means defect or betrayal, because you betray your friend. But not confess. Not confess means cooperation with the other country or other countries. The defect is betrayal. So in international relations, most countries are taking choice of confess. This means defect, betray the other country or the other countries. So what could be the rational choice of countries in the state of anarchy? In the state of anarchy, the state of anarchy means a state of war, state of animosity, and there's no central government. You don't trust each other. So even if they made a political agreement on or treaty on disarmament or anything, they choose not abide by those treaty or agreement. They defect. Why? Because they don't trust each other. It is the president's dilemma, and also it could provide a good framework or tool in order to explain the inter-Korean relations, because in both Koreas do not have any conversation or communication, or they don't trust each other. So defect is the rational choice for the both Koreas in the state of anarchy.